This is a continuation to my last video. This is a part 2 on dating and online dating. So I suggested that you meet as soon as possible in public, but now you're on a date. What are ways to make a first date really positive? So one of the things, again, is do something in public, do something active so that you're having fun regardless. Because the reality is it's still a new person and everybody gets a little bit of new person nerves. Do I like this person? Do I know this person? I know you're not going to agree with me, but try not to involve drinking or try not to make drinking the entire focus. So if you're going to drink, okay, whatever. Nobody listens to me. So like if you're really going to drink, like pick an activity too. Like, okay, we're going to do darts. We're going to do golf. We're going to do bowling. And the reason is that when you're doing an activity, there's more fun. There's something to keep you engaged and it helps break the ice. We all need icebreakers with new people. And this is a stranger. Yes, you've talked a little bit to them, but you don't know them that well. So picking an activity is a better way to do your first date. Also, come with a handful of questions to ask them, and you're looking for certain like green flags. We call them green flags, like, oh, go aheads, right? So you want them to ask questions about you. Does it feel like the conversation goes both ways, or is it only about them? Like you're asking the questions, but they just don't ever ask you about you. That's actually a red flag. That means they're not interested or caring enough to show interest in you. Does it feel like, the other thing you can do is actually set boundaries for yourself. So here's an example, and you don't have to follow this particular boundary set, but people have this idea that they have to have sex on the first date, or even they have to kiss on the first date. You know what? It's not true. You can set a boundary with a person up front and just say, hey, on a first date, I only hug people. It has nothing to do with you, but it's because it takes me a while to kind of figure out how I feel about people, and I want to give myself that chance. So here's the thing. Some people will be okay with that and some people won't. The people who won't aren't worth it. They're red flag people. A person, if you set a boundary and say, hey, this is what I do, don't take it personally, if they can respect and accept that, then that's actually a person worth following through in a relationship with, because you're testing, do they accept boundaries? And to be fair, you want somebody who can accept and respect your boundaries. In fact, here's the skill. Here's back when I was dating, this is something I used. Don't judge me or do, I don't care. But I would tell everybody I hugged the first date, I kissed the second date, and if you're lucky, I might fuck you the third date. And everybody knew that. Like, so up front, when I would date somebody, that's what they knew, and that was the expectation. And there were plenty of people who were willing to see where things went, and there were plenty of people who weren't. But again, that was me kind of feeling those people out to see, is this a good person for me or not? So you do not have to accept my boundaries as your boundaries, but I want you to know that you do have a right to have boundaries when you're dating. Okay. If you'd like to learn more or come see me, please submit a contact form at Therapist in St. Louis. Also, please like and subscribe and comment below.